Welcome to Upper Body Blast. My name is Matt. We're going to get started today the usual way, jogging in place, getting that blood moving out to our bodies, up to the upper body, and then out to our limbs. So a few steps here. And go ahead and go straight into some arm circles. We have 2 sets today. We're going to be doing a standing set where we have a new kind of chop and bend over row, but it's a high row. I believe I've done this one before. And we'll finish off with a bicep curl with a variation if you have a resistance band. Also, the second set is all going to be on the mat, so make sure you have one of those. Go ahead and go the other way with your arm circles. Nice and easy. Go ahead and make that a twist. Side to side. Go ahead and use the legs a little bit. We are going to be doing that bent over position, so we'll warm up the legs as well, since you have to hold your whole body as we focus on the upper body. Go ahead and start with some leg swings, forward and back. Make sure you have enough space around you before you start. Then start opening up the leg swing. Try to feel that in your hip flexor and quad, and in your hamstring. Just a light, dynamic stretch. Go ahead and do the other side, forward and back. If you have a wall or a chair, this one is a good way to get a little more movement through that leg swing. And also when you go side to side, you want to bend over just a little bit. So the wall can help with that. Getting that inside and outside of the hip. Switch sides. Couple more seconds of jogging. Find a place where you can do a squat and hip hinge. Squat down, back up, hip hinge. Keep your back straight as you go down and up. Hip hinge and squat. Don't go so far down to the squat yet. We'll go a little lower as we get warmed up. You get a little wider on that stance. You go wider on the squat, you're actually going to be able to stay upright a little more with a wide squat compared to a narrow squat. I have to bend forward just a little more. So get those hips opened up for the deep squat. Step inside for a hip hinge. Do 2 more, 1 more. Okay. So we'll get started. This first set, it's all about the light weights. We're going to start with 1 light weight, or maybe even no weight, for the stir the chop, stir and chop. So just like it's called, you stir and then you chop to the side, bring it back in, stir and chop. So start slow, get used to the motion, like this hand over hand grip. Solid base, just a little bit down in that top of the squat. And then as you get used to it, you can go a little faster. And you want to think 45 degrees, 45 degrees. So, boom, right there. And you get a nice transition from side to side. Watch the weight and have a tight grip as you go. Second exercise, the bent over high row. You're in that bent over position, rowing it up about to the ears or maybe the chin. And if you want the first set, you can use a wall to help you just get in that bent over position as you go. You go a little farther down. On the second and third set, definitely do those open air. Last exercise, put the weights in for a second. Add a band. So you can see what I'm doing. Let's move this here. You can definitely do normal bicep curls, maybe even with the heavy weights. But if you want to try the variation, lay the band over the weights, then pick them up. That way, when you pick them up and do your curl, you get a little extension at the top. So curl and extend out. Curl, extend out. That's the variation today. You get a little bit of external rotation through the shoulder, the rotator cuff. And And in fact, you can definitely do this bicep curl with heavy weights if you have 2 sets. And I'm going to do that and set my band. So I just have to pick up the weights right now. But go ahead, get yourself ready, get the 2 sets of weights or the 1 set of weight, the 1 weight for the stir of the chop. We're doing 50 seconds, 3 times through. I gotta get the timer going. Here it is. Get your weight right in front, bring it close, circle out, circle out. And we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So going out to the side, stir and chop. You'll feel that in your core, and you'll get a little bit of deltoid work while you're holding that weight up and out. So circle it out, stir out. As you get used to it, try to make a little more of a forceful transfer of direction. That's where you're gonna get all that oblique work, is where you're at the side and turning it back in and around. Go at your own pace. You don't have to go at my pace. You can go slower. Just bringing it around, crossing in front. Try to go farther out with your arms. For 2, 1. Rest. Shake it out for a sec. 10 seconds to grab the other way. Get yourself in that hip hinge position. Here we go. Bring those weights up to the ears or up to the chin. You're really trying to keep the elbows out to the side. Keep your head looking slightly down. It's all about pulling the shoulder blades back as the elbows come up. So start with the shoulders, finish with the elbows. Squeeze the glutes. You're using your back and your glutes to hold in position as you lift those weights up. Going out wide is going to be harder, but more effective. Really try to get those weights high in the air, right next to the ear if you can. Getting that upper back work. A few more reps here. Quick rest, 10 seconds to grab your weights for the bicep curl, maybe the band if you want to try that variation. Up, slightly out. So you're rotating out at the top, going back down. Try to have your elbows kind of tucked in at your hip here. That's going to help with that external rotation part of this exercise. Shoulder blades stay back. Keep your body upright. Use your core to stand up straight. Just a little bit out and back at the top. This is a long set of bicep curls. If you want to just finish with bicep curls, or if you just want to finish with rotation, that's up to you. 10 more seconds, finish strong. Coming up on the second set here. On these stir the chops, try to hold it the other way. So if you held it with the left hand over the right hand, switch it to right hand over left hand. And here we go. Got a few going. Feel it out. Start to speed it up. Go a little farther with your arms. You can even make it wider stance and a little lower. Stir, stir. Using that little motion in the middle to set yourself for the rebound on that explosion out to the side. So I'm on my side, use about a 45-degree angle out to the side. Trying to match right in front, watching the weight as I go. Or if you're more of a golfer, you might want to just watch forward the whole time, like you would be if you're teeing up or golf swing. Depends on your sport. Okay, high row, come off of that wall, sink your hips back, bring that weight up high as you go. I like to do a little bit of a wrist angle here. I feel that's a little more natural for holding a heavy weight like this. I like to think of it as a heavy bucket. How would I hold a heavy bucket if I'm putting it up on a shelf like this. So that's how you do it. But there's no problem with having a locked wrist as you go. Just rotate out as you come up to get that same motion. So I'm not relaxing my wrist. I'm getting a little more of that fixed in place motion. Still trying to get the shoulder blades back as I come up and rotating at the top. Rest. Shake it out. 10 seconds to get to your bicep curl. Ready? Grabbing the band. Bicep curl up. And that extension. Tucking the elbows in. Extending out at the top. Again, shoulder blades, stay back. Tuck the shoulder blades into the back pockets as you come out and out to the side. Really feeling those bicep curls today. Try to go slower all the way down. 3, 2, 1, up, out, going down for 3, 2, 1. Really getting that burn in that downward motion. It's called the eccentric motion. Eccentric, not eccentric. That's something else. The slow down while the muscle pulls apart. That's where you get the muscle building. Okay, last set. Ready? Last one, if you want to try the third side of the grip, it's on both ends of a small dumbbell. If it's too big, just go ahead and go back. Or if you want to do no weight, I like to do this grip. You can go a lot faster when you're not holding weight. Don't worry about throwing any objects because you don't have any. You go a little faster. But only do what you're comfortable with. If you want to really try to build the strength, use the weight. If you want to build a little more speed, that's where the blast comes in for the class. A little bit of a faster movement. Try to go a little farther if you don't have a weight. Maybe all the way to 90 degrees. Use the hips and shift. Keep going. 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds. Shake it out. We've got upper body all day. Ready? So hips go back. Feel the glutes squeezing as you pull up to the ears. Really feel that shoulder blade retraction as you come up. Tuck the chin in. Keep your neck long. That's going to help your whole upper back stay in position. As you go through these, try to lean forward just a little more. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings. You're almost there. 20 more seconds. Keep moving. For these last few seconds, hold at the top. Slowly go down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time up, going down until the beat. 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down and rest. Whew. Okay, last bicep curl. And then we get our water break. Ready? Grab the band, grab the weights. Up and out. Good job. Squeeze the pinkies. That's going to help really get the grip going on these bicep curls. It all starts with the grip and ends with a good posture. Up, out to the side. Deep breaths, finish it up. You have about 15 seconds. Keep going for 10 seconds. 10 more seconds, you guys got this. Okay, rest. We're going to the ground. Grab your mat. Get some water. I know I got ahead to get the water. Okay. So when you're setting up your mat, We have one set facing face down, but the second set you want your weights at the top. And I'm just going to use my heavy weights, but you can definitely switch from heavy to light weights if you want. Or switch from 2 weights to 1 weight. That might be a little easier for you. If you have a 10-pound weight and a 5-pound weight like I do, you can put one down and just use the 1 weight. Okay. The last set of exercises. It's a long set. Not as long as that last set, actually, because we are doing 4 sets of exercises. 4 exercises. 35 seconds each, so not that long in between, but between the first 2, there's no break. Between the second 2, there's no break. The first 2, you go from push-ups. So you're in your push-up position, either kneeling, keep your glutes flexed, try to keep flat between your thighs and your torso, either on your knees or in the full high plank position. Push-ups here. Second exercise, knees come down. Hold on just a second. So knees can come down, or you can be holding up that high plank again, but it's side to side plank. So you go to one side and then you switch. I'm just showing the knee version. I like to switch nice and slow. Remove these dumbbells. Make sure you don't have anything near you while you do the side to side plank. You want to have enough space to really open up your body. So the high from your toes, it looks something like this. A little bit of a wider stance here. Open it up and out. Other side, up and out. You can also do this from your elbows. It's a little easier, and you might want to do that if you want to protect your wrists a little bit. So 35 seconds, side to side plank, switching side and side. Second set of exercises, you're on your back, finishing up the upper body suite of exercises with pullovers. Arms can stay straight, put your shoulder blades back, and I kind of like to keep my dumbbells together here as I go over my head and bring them back up. Tight grip on your dumbbells here. And again, for these pullovers, if you want to make it a little more of a core challenge, pick up those feet, really squeeze your abs to hold yourself in place. Pullovers. Second set, we go straight into 35 seconds of triceps. Separate the dumbbells and go right past your ears and back up. And I do like to do a little bit of a twist at the bottom and then getting up to the top. So that's the 2 exercises there. So push-ups, side-to-side plank, pullovers, triceps. I have 35 seconds on the clock, 3 times through, about 8 minutes to finish up the workout, just enough time to do a few stretches afterwards. I've got the timer. You've got the high plank position. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. So hands right under the shoulders, down and up. Go at your own pace for these. Really trying to keep the elbows down. You don't want to be too high on those push-ups. And if you are a little too high, definitely go to your knees. It's better to have good form and actually build the chest than to hurt your shoulder doing incorrect push-ups. You have about 10 seconds left. Keep it up. Inhale, exhale, rest. Shake it out for 1 second, but we're going straight into those side-to-side planks. No rest really in between these. And again, if you want to do on the elbows, that's okay. Switching side to side. Try to get that top position held for just a second. Hold it, switch. Try to get 1 more full rotation to keep each side get its chance up at the top. And then on your back, 10 seconds of rest. grab the dumbbells, pullovers. Again, I like to do hands together for this one, back and up. With your arms straight, you're not going to go to the ground. Really, you go just before you can't see your elbows. So you should see your elbows the whole time. If you're looking up, keep your shoulder blades back. Keep your core tight. And again, add in that core work with the legs up. All right, keep the weights there. You're just moving from the elbows, tricep extension. Keep the elbows up in the air. Bring the weights down right past your ears and back up. Shoulder blades stay back. Pulling the shoulder blades back opens up the shoulder girdle and allows for a better motion through your shoulders. And a better engagement of your triceps. Place the weights down. 10 seconds to get to our second set of push-ups. All right, get yourself set. Squeeze the glutes as you push down and up. Inhale, exhale. Even on the push-ups, try to keep your shoulder blades back as you're doing those push-ups. Squeezing your glutes, keeping that nice rigid torso. Abs are working, upper body's working. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. We're going to side-to-side plank next. Going straight into the side-to-side plank. Run the feet on your knees. You can still do the same action. Rocking your feet side to side. Opening up your body as you twist. And if you want, you can always switch to the knees. Get one more time all the way through, and then onto your back for the pullovers. Almost no rest. By the time you get there, it's pullovers. You can also do a slightly bent arm variation. Slightly bent, keep the arms stiff. If your arms are bent, you might touch the ground before coming back up. Your elbows still stay in your line of sight as you're there. And it does make it a little easier since the weight isn't as far away from your body. All right, straight into triceps. You're going right into it. Extend out. Really try to push the weight away as you come up, but keep your shoulder blades back. Good job. Twisting as you go out. 10 more seconds. For the last set of push-ups coming up, we're going to do the slow descent down. So on the top, you're holding for a second, and then it's the slow, I'm going to count 4 seconds going down. So we're at the top, going down for 4, 3, 2, 1, push up. Going down 4, 3, 2, 1, push up. Going down for 4, 3, 2, 1, pushing up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish up your own way for the last 10 seconds. You can even do an extended descent to finish up. All right, onto the side-to-side plank. On my knee, extending up, really feeling that side plank as I switch. If you want a variation, do 2 on each side. So you hold up at the top, going down with the elbow touch, bring it back up, and then switch. At the top, touch, then switch. Finish up, you got a few more seconds. Maybe get 1 more on each side. Finish up, get 1 on each side. It's better, more important to do the side planks than the pullovers. But when you're done, you can do the pullovers. Weights are touching together. Feeling the core, holding your body in place. The legs are up, you'll feel a lot more core. This is the last 2 exercises. 10 more seconds of this pullover. Good job. Big breaths. All right, tricep extensions to finish up the workout today. All the way up and out. Feeling the weights move down, and then floating back up to the top. Big inhale, big exhale. You guys got this. Almost there. 10 more seconds. Get 1 more in. And rest. Whew. Okay. You can just stay there for a second, do a quick arm across stretch. Let your body relax. We're already lying down, so might as well get a few stretches before we get up. Tricep stretch. We're going right into the muscle we just did over your body. You can push on the muscle, or if you're flexible enough, going over the top to pull. Try to do 5 deep breaths. I'm going through these faster than you should. I would say look at a couple, pause the video, do the stretches, deep breaths. When you come back, do a few more of the stretches. I'm showing off the back stretch, the latissimus dorsi. That was the pullover exercise we did. You're in child's pose where you're kneeling, sinking back, legs are slightly out, arms are over your head. Then you walk your arms to the side. You'll feel that right underneath your shoulder blade as you extend that side out. You can rest your head. Deep breaths. And again, I'm showing the other side. Try to do 5 or 6 breaths. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Make sure you get those. And the last 2 essential ones for today. On a wall, or if you have a door frame instead, elbow high over your shoulder for the chest. I like to look at the wall and then turn myself out to help get that deep stretch through my chest. The higher you go, the lower you get on the chest. And then you go up, up, up into the shoulder. We did do some shoulder work today. So hand on the wall or holding the doorway and then extend out here. You also will get some bicep. I like to go a little lower, bicep, extending out. You'll feel that through here and in the shoulder. I also like to look away. And those are your stretches for the day. I hope you all had a great workout today. I hope to see you all for the rest of this class. Take care.